Hey, this is Professor Game, where we interview successful practitioners of games, gamification, and game thinking who bring us the best of their experiences to get ideas, insights, and inspiration that help us in the process of getting our students to learn what we teach. And I am Rob Alvarez. I'm the founder of Professor Game and professor of gamification and games-based solutions at IE Business School, EFMD, EBS University, and many other places around the world. And if this content is for you, then please go ahead and subscribe to our email list for free at professorgame.com/subscribe. Hey, engagers, and welcome to another episode of the Professor Game podcast. And this time we have a different episode. This time I've been working way longer than I should have on this free resource that I'm about to offer to you. It's been a long time coming. I knew I had to do it. I had been working on it for a while. Some of the technicalities caught up with me, definitely. But it is now out there available for you and for anybody who wants to go. If you go to not free gamification course, that's the end of it. It's professorgame.com/free gamification course, all one word. You will get access to a podcast-based free mini series of starting in gamification, right? You will have all of the details there. It's easy, it's free. All I'm going to ask of you is signing up for that email list that you will find there, and you will receive those episodes of a special private podcast directly on your inbox. You'll receive them through email. So you will be registering for my email list if you haven't already. And if you have, you'll be updating your data. You will now also be part of those who have subscribed to this free gamification course. It's titled Get Started in Gamification. It's all about, taking the first steps. So whether you are actually starting yourself, whether you're curious of what's going on because you've been here for a while, whether you want to get an exercise, which is one of the central things of this free gamification course, whichever of the above, whichever of those things or anything that you can come up with, it is a free resource. It costs you absolutely nothing. And I would love for you to check it out. And you will be subscribed to our emails, you'll be receiving these through email. I would very much appreciate, I would very much welcome you replying to any of the emails you receive and give me any feedback that comes to your mind. I like it, I don't like it. What do you like? What do you not like? What are you missing? You want something else? I don't know. Anything that comes up to your mind, I would really love to hear or read in this case, which are your thoughts about this free resource that I am now offering out into the world. All right. This is hopefully what you've been looking for as far as a free resource, or it's just another thing that'll be under your tool belt. Again, the idea is here, I offer you an exercise that you're able to do. And honestly, you'll be able to do that exercise every single day if that's something you decide. In fact, it is something I used to do. I don't do it anymore just because of time constraints. My schedule is a little bit crazy since I have a toddler daughter at home. But anyways, the main message here is whether you are getting started or are willing or interested in getting started in gamification, game-inspired design, whether you are a seasoned veteran in this world and want to check out what's going on in my world, or anything in between, you're just curious about the exercise, or none of the above, you're just curious, you want to see, what's this all about? I promise you it's super simple. You're hearing this through a podcast. The format is also through a podcast, so you can listen to this while you are taking a walk, while you're driving, anything that you do, or you're going to the gym, while you're cooking, whatever activity you are doing when you hear podcasts, you'll receive it in your email. You can do that on your phone, click on the link and listen again through your phone. I'm very excited, as you can tell. I'm very excited about this free resource. It's something that can help people get started. Again, it can help you continue your practice and get better at what you're already doing, or it's just an additional resource for any of you out there who are, and I know many of you are out there listening to Professor Game podcast, who are seasoned veterans and want to have just another tool under your tool belt. And of course, I am very excited to offer this through this, which is my preferred format for sure. I love podcasts. I've been listening to podcasts for a while. I've been podcasting as well for a while. So it took me some thinking to make sure that whatever was being created made sense through this format, through something that you can only listen to. Caveat on the second episode, when we actually get into the exercise, I'm going to ask you for 5 minutes of sort of online or doing stuff. So if you're driving, maybe you want to hit pause there and then do the exercise, or you listen to the whole episode and then do the exercise. But there is one small thing that takes literally 5 minutes, which you can, if you want to get, the full value, you'll be doing actually, stopping, doing whatever else you are for 5 minutes. The rest of all of the episodes are things that you can actually listen. If you want to take notes, fantastic. If you just want to continue driving or cooking or whatever you're doing, or playing games, whatever that is, you will be able to do that while listening to that podcast mini series called Get Started in Gamification. And that is the free podcast course. Again, if this rings a bell for you, all you have to do is go to professorgame.com/free gamification course. You click on that button that you see there, you put your name, your email, and you get started. You will be receiving an email with the details to that first podcast episode. You'll be receiving one every single day for 3, maybe a little bit more days. Then after that, I might send you some more messages just to get the message through. And there is an important thing here. This free resource, once you get in, it'll be available for a limited amount of time. It is not going to be available there forever. So I'm going to be using one of my own techniques, or one of the gamification techniques, which has everything to do with time scarcity, right? So time runs out. It's going to be there for a bit, but it's not going to be there forever. It's not a thing you do that and then, one day I'll look into that. And as well, I'm giving it to you easy, right? It's easy. It's just a podcast. You just listen to it. You go through those quick lessons that I am offering for free. And that's it, right? After you do that, you will be able to keep definitely the links that I give you access to so that you can do the exercises, but the podcast episodes themselves will disappear eventually. All right. If you want to go again, you can just register once more. All right. That's our little secret. But the main thing is, once again, that it is going to be available for a limited amount of time. Once again, professorgame.com/free gamification course, all one word. You go there, you find this free resource, you sign up, you'll be getting an email for several days in a row, getting you one podcast episode per day. You'll go through this free course called Get Started in Gamification, do some exercises, get some exciting stuff for you, and do what you will with that information, right? Thank you very much for listening to this episode. Thank you for being here, being part of the Engagers. Just for listening to this or any episode, you are part of this fantastic community of people, the Engagers, that are here to engage their audience, their players, to make the world amazing using gamification. All right? Love to you all. Thank you for listening. And however, as you know, at least for now and for today, it is time to say that it's game over.